Advent to all of you. Advent is my favorite liturgical season. It's the beginning of the new church year. It's a season of hope and expectation. When we look at the scriptures for Mass during Advent, the church very intentionally places an Old Testament prophecy side by side with its fulfillment in one of the Gospels. For example, Isaiah talks about how in the day of the Lord, the blind will see. That reading is placed with the Gospel, say from Matthew, where Jesus heals a blind person, to show that Jesus is the fulfillment of all of our desire, all of our expectation, all of our hope. Old Testament is aching with longing for God to reveal himself, to show his face, to rend the curtain, to step out from behind the curtain and reveal himself to us. As Christians, we know that that remarkable revelation occurs in Jesus Christ, the visible form of the invisible God. This year, Advent is as long as it possibly can be because Christmas is on a Sunday, which means we have extra days of prayer and preparation, of joy and blessing to get ready for this great celebration of our salvation, the gift of the birth of Jesus. Temptation is to enter into instant Christmas, because that's what our culture does. On satellite radio, already on November 2nd, there was a Christmas station. I just thought this is like way too soon. I was in stores at the end of October that already had their Christmas stuff up. Don't do that. Let Advent be Advent. Great way to spend Advent. A little more time for silence, a little more time for prayer. Study the scriptures, go to Mass. Maybe just slow down. If you don't find the perfect gift, if you don't go to every party, if you don't send out 500 cards, if you don't make 1,000 cookies, your life will go on. And you may actually have more joy, peace, and contentment of heart because you're focusing on the reason for the season. So Advent, this time when we celebrate the entrance of the Lord into our lives. The Church invites us to look backwards to 2,000 years ago when the historical event of Jesus' birth occurred, the wonder of the Incarnation. Church invites us to look forward to the second coming of Christ at the end of the age and the fulfillment of all things. But I would propose there's a third Advent, and it's the Advent of the present moment. How is God revealing himself to us in this present moment, in this time, with these people, in this place? Let Advent be Advent, and when Christmas comes, it'll be a joyous, wonderful experience. Happy Advent. I'm praying for you. Feliz Adviento. Es mi estación favorita del año litúrgico de la Iglesia. El Adviento es un tiempo de esperanza y gozo y preparación para la Navidad. En nuestra cultura tenemos Navidad instante. Y ya hay música, hay toda la actividad cerca de la Navidad. Debemos dejar Adviento como un tiempo espiritual, un tiempo de silencio y paz, de oración y estudiar las Escrituras. Por eso podemos entender bien en las Escrituras para la misa, hay una combinación de una profecía del Antiguo Testamento con su cumplimiento en el Nuevo Testamento. Por ejemplo, el profeta Isaías habla sobre en el día del Señor, los ciegos van a reganar su vista. Y está con un evangelio de San Mateo que habla sobre Cristo curando a los ciegos. Por eso Cristo es el cumplimiento de nuestra esperanza, nuestro deseo. Él es nuestro Salvador. Por eso este tiempo es un buen tiempo para preparar bien, para que la Navidad sea la Navidad, un tiempo de oración, fe y esperanza. Por eso, deja tanta actividad, deja la bulla y la preocupación con tantas cosas. Tal vez debemos estar más como María, sentada a la derecha de Cristo o a su pie, escuchando a la voz de Cristo. Feliz Adviento, estoy rezando por ti.